South African industry relies on heavy machinery. Whether you are looking at a construction site, a power plant, or a manufacturing facility, massive equipment drives the economy. The fitter and turner is the artisan who steps in to assemble, maintain, and repair that equipment. The trade requires two distinct skill sets. The turning half happens at the lathe. This is where you machine metal into specific parts, cutting raw steel down to exact tolerances to create custom shafts, pins, and threads. The fitting half is where those components come together. You take the freshly machined parts, combine them with bearings and pumps, and assemble them directly into the heavy plant equipment. These assemblies carry extreme physical loads, meaning a single misaligned part can shut down an entire plant. Holding an official QCTO trade certificate proves to employers that you have the precision and safety training to handle both sides of the trade correctly. Becoming a fitter and turner follows a formally structured occupational route defined under the South African Skills Development Act. The Quality Council for Trades and Occupations, or QCTO, sits at the top, issuing your certificate. They work with the SETAs managing training. Between them sits the National Artisan Moderation Body, or NAMB, which moderates standards and approves your readiness. To reach that final trade test, you can take one of two distinct pathways. The first is the traditional apprenticeship route. You complete classroom theory at an accredited provider, followed by supervised workshop experience. The second route is ARPL, Artisan Recognition of Prior Learning. For workers with uncertified experience, you compile your skills into a formal portfolio of evidence. Whichever path you choose, the requirement is exactly the same. You must document your specific skills to qualify for the final trade test. During training, you will be evaluated on core machining competencies. You must prove your ability to read engineering drawings and execute micro-tolerances on the lathe. For the fitting competencies, you're assessed on how correctly you install and align complex parts like shafts, pumps, and bearings into a live system. Throughout all of this, you must demonstrate strict adherence to industrial workshop safety practices. Heavy machinery leaves zero room for error. Every single one of these competencies must be recorded. You must maintain a formal workplace logbook with every entry signed off by a qualified supervisor. If you work in a shop for years but fail to maintain a verified logbook or compile an ARPL portfolio, you will not be allowed to take the trade test. That undocumented time will not count. Your logbook is the tool that translates your daily physical labor into the hard evidence NAMB requires to grant you access to the test. Step 1 of your final application is assembling the document pack. You need your certified ID, the official application form, and your completed portfolio. Next, you submit this pack to an accredited center, like Indedla, where you will sit for a rigorous summative trade test. Once you pass the test, the accredited center forwards your moderated results to the relevant SETA. The SETA then forwards those results to NAMB, where they run a final check to verify that all national training standards have been satisfied. This QCTO brochure outlines the final administrative handoff. NAMB officially recommends the issuing of your trade certificate directly to the QCTO. From the moment they receive that recommendation, the QCTO is mandated to issue your certificate within 21 working days. At the end of this process, you receive your official QCTO trade certificate, granting you recognized Red Seal artisan status. You are now a legally recognized, highly employable artisan, capable of taking on specialized roles and supervising teams across the industry. There are specific hurdles to watch out for. The most common technical reason candidates fail the trade test is ignoring micro-tolerances. Missing a measurement by a fraction of a millimeter results in poor machining evidence and, ultimately, a fail. Another quick way to fail is producing weak safety evidence or demonstrating unsafe tool handling during your practical assessment. Evaluators will halt the test immediately if you put yourself at risk. Finally, verify your training center. Completing a learnership at an unaccredited skills development provider wastes your time and money because the QCTO will not recognize the training. The training standards are rigorous because the stakes are high. The entire national infrastructure network, from the cranes on a construction site to the turbines in a power plant, relies on the precision of certified fitters and turners. Select your pathway, find an accredited provider, begin filling out your logbook today, and claim your place as a certified artisan in South Africa.